Today we fly to the Isle of Wight. I attend my first ever fly-in and we meet a very eccentric aerodrome manager.
So everyone works together here basically. If they don't, they can f*** off.
Welcome to the next episode of The Flying Reporter.
Okay, so we're ready to go. Golf Oscar Romeo, holding point Golf 3, ready for departure.
Golf Oscar Romeo, line up runway 18, motorway junction departure, not above 1,400 feet.
Line up 18, junction departure, not above altitude 1,400 feet, Golf Oscar Romeo.
I'm taking off from my base at Red Hill and heading down to Sandown, a flight time of just over half an hour or so.
Golf Oscar Romeo, runway 18, surface winds 160 degrees, 5 knots, clear takeoff, left turn.
Clear takeoff 18, left turn, Golf Oscar Romeo.
The reason for flying to Sandown is that I want to see what all the fuss is about. Everyone seems to be going there these days, and word has it that the aerodrome has been transformed. Seeing as it's so popular, they must be doing something right, and I'm going to explore what that is.
Maps are up, temperatures and pressures, air is fixed.
The fly-in I'm attending is the annual Spamfield Microlight Rally, organised by the British Microlight Aircraft Association.
We're expecting something like 300 aeroplanes this weekend. It's a bank holiday weekend. So that's certainly going to be interesting, I'd say. Well, you probably know me by now that I don't like other traffic. I like the skies to myself.
I've decided to land on Friday afternoon, well before the event reaches its peak, since I lack experience at busy events like this.
Brakes, undercarriage is fixed, mixture's rich, fuel pump is on, carb heat, DI, landing light. Golf Oscar Romeo is left-hand downwind 05, number 2 to another PA28.
Golf Oscar Romeo, roger, now have you both visual.
Golf Oscar Romeo, landing 05.
Oscar Romeo, roger.
I wasn't quite brave enough to camp on site, so I stayed in a local hotel before returning to the aerodrome the next day for the main event.
Beans are good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you fart. The more you fart, the more you eat, the more you sit on the toilet seat.
Sandown Airport is run by Dan Subhani.
I'm half Pakistani, half German. I think that means everyone hates me.
Dan is certainly unconventional, not your typical aerodrome manager.
So I was a computer network engineer, internet service provider for 30 years. I then went out, did some volunteering, IT volunteering for the World Air Games in Dubai 5 years ago. Came back with a long lease on an airport, which I've now turned into what should be the busiest destination airfield in the country. And I think we're probably fair to say that we're setting the bar for general aviation in the country. Outlook in life, live the dream, enjoy what I've built.
Dan says that when he took over Sandown, they were getting 3,000 visiting aircraft a year. Last year, even with COVID-19, he says they had 12,000. This year, he's expecting 15,000.
Yeah, they're doing helicopter pleasure flights this weekend.
But with success comes noise complaints. The non-stop arrivals and departures this weekend have upset some of the locals. It's Dan's job to handle the complaints.
We are an airport, and we've been here since 1935. We've probably got 3 or 4 noise complainers, but they're all, well, as far as I'm concerned, idiots.
The complainant doesn't want to listen.
Can't win. So we can fly 24 hours a day, 7 days a week if we want. We don't to minimise the local impact, okay? We have a right to survive like every other business. Yeah, what can you do with them? You're never going to please everyone all the time. We strive to do so, but it's never going to work. Fortunately, we have a lot of support from the councils. Our local councillor is Mary Ellis's goddaughter. She grew up on the airfield. And we probably bring a couple of £1 million a year of revenue to the Isle of Wight hospitality industry, which is a huge amount for a small island. And they value it. So if we get 2 noise complainers, 3 noise complainers out of 40,000, it's pretty good going, I think.
The aerodrome's wage bill is comparatively small. Instead, they rely on an army of volunteers, like 15-year-old Perry, who just loves being around aircraft.
Ever since I was little, I've always liked aircraft. I've been a big fan ever since. I've gone on many holidays, loved flying. So last year I decided I'd come work here for fun. It's been probably one of the best summers I've had, so I've come back again. I'm also doing a licence, so flying licence.
What kind of licence are you doing?
Microlight.
Yeah.
The air ground service is operated by volunteers too. Derek Howard used to work in air traffic control for the military, so a good person to have in the tower for this busy flying.
I've got involved in this 5 years ago now, and I enjoy every minute, every bit of spare time I can muster. I'll always come out and give Dan a hand with this.
When you know there's a fly-in, do you get butterflies about the...
No, not at all. I literally thrive on a busy environment. I love the multiple inputs from the different aircraft, and it's what I'm used to. So this is my passion. Hotel Tango 05 left, QFE 1024. 1024, Yeah, so absolutely love a nice busy day. Lots of aircraft, lots of people to talk to, passing out the information.
The aerodrome is getting busy, but Dan has a system in place for parking.
This has been kept sterile completely for the helicopters. We've got flex wings and other sort of very light aircraft in this field. Day parking is on just to the north side of here, and then they will be going all the way down to the bottom and then back up the northern. You can really see how busy it's getting, and this is nothing, hopefully. I don't want to see a blade of grass except the runway.
The aerodrome has a strong following on social media, and its fun, cheeky posts on Facebook, for example, give the impression that it wants people to visit and have a good time. High visibility vests are banned, and miserable people aren't welcome. They've created a buzz online that's attracting visitors from far and wide.
I've had my licence a couple of years now. I fly a C-42 out of Boston. My little baby's over there, that one, the white one. So we flew in yesterday, stayed over.
What brought you here then?
Just the fact, the enthusiasm, I think, of Dan, and you see all the hype on Facebook.
It just brings lots of different aircraft together to be able to sit, and particularly I think after 2 years of COVID, I've been able to just sit down and see other people and see their aircraft and have a little mooch around. Just nice to be with similar people.
Sandown's main draw, though, is the fact that it's on an island, inaccessible by road on the sunny south coast of England.
Obviously we have a huge benefit, location, location, location. So we've got the seaside, it's the only overseas flying you're going to be doing for a while. People always get that lovely warm feeling when you cross the solar that they've been somewhere. So obviously we have the benefit of location. You know, if you put us in the Outer Hebrides, it wouldn't work. We wouldn't get the numbers. But I think there's a serious case of tunnel vision in the industry with, I can't mention any airfields. But you've got the corporate model, we've got the fun model, and then you've got the bits in the middle where they've just done it that way for so many years. Why should it be done any different? And I think I've broken that mould, simply because I'm not from an aviation background.
During the COVID-19 lockdown, Dan and his team improved the outdoor seating area and installed a wood-fired pizza oven. Today, Dan's wife is doing the cooking.
As soon as I came here to the islands and saw the place, fell in love, and that was it. We've been here ever since and thoroughly enjoy it. It's hard work, don't get me wrong, but it's nice to see everyone enjoying themselves and meeting so many nice different people.
Does he worry about it?
Oh, there is stresses. Obviously, COVID, the last year or so, it's been very worrying for both of us. But he worked with it, adapted it, and we've been probably even more popular than we was beforehand. He does get stressed, but he works it out in the end.
He's quite a character.
Yes. There's not many words I can explain about my husband, but he's true. He'll do anything for anyone, and he's who he is. He likes to swear a lot, which I'm sure most of everyone would know. But he's got a heart of gold.
I'm just me. Take it or leave it. I might seem a bit brash and swear a lot, but there is actually some kind of method behind my madness. People think I'm unsafe, I'm not. This is turning out to be quite a good spam field.
Do any people not get you?
Yeah, but it's very rare. I think I'm quite well known in aviation. And some people don't, and they're the ones that aren't welcome here because they're not compatible with the genre of people that would make this place successful. So they're the kind of people that might want to go to the more corporate-y place and where Hive is, and not swear.
Roger, thank you very much.
There you go. Enjoy.
Dan's style may not be to everyone's taste, but I've enjoyed spending the weekend getting to know him a little bit more. Obviously Dan's on to somewhat of a winner here, what with this being the Isle of Wight, and it's a sort of summer destination, isn't it, for anyone, especially seeing as we can't really go abroad properly at the moment. I wonder if something like this could be translated to an inland airfield that really doesn't have much going on in the local area. Let's face it, most people that are coming here are not leaving the aerodrome. So why wouldn't this work at, say, another aerodrome that might be struggling for numbers? Build a bit of a buzz, have a bit of, I don't know, it's the charisma of Dan, isn't it? And the team and the love for Sandown. That's what's made this work. So perhaps others could take a leaf out of his book, I don't know. Thanks for watching. Fly safely, my friends.